Hey everyone, welcome back to a new installment of SPORTNITE, our show where we combine sports talk and Fortnite gameplay. Currently, we're missing Matt, but it's only temporary. He's on his way home. He's stuck in traffic. He did approve slash request that we start without him. He'll be here very shortly, but today we've got a nice agenda, a lot of cool topics. We plan to interact with you guys. But first things first, we've got three things we need to tell you. First is we have to introduce our guest. Welcome Cole Adams slash Eat One. Name I didn't really expect from him.
Yeah, I know it's different, but we'll just roll with it.
Cole is a YouTuber who covers. I would say he's definitely more serious. His content is a little hard to top notch. You guys have to go watch. Go watch Cole. He's fantastic. There should be a link to his channel in the description. We also have to establish that we have a support a creator code, or if you want to buy lovely Fortnite skins from the store or emotes, whatever floats your boat, use code SRS Mike for just to support us. There's no extra fee. It's just a way to you get to just pick a creator, and a cut of your purchase goes to us as a means of supporting the channel. No additional fee, like I said. And Chris, we also set up a donation setup for the recent tragedy in California that I'll let Chris explain as he set it up for us. So take it away, Chris.
We did, and that pretty much sums up the most of it. We set up a donation link to go straight to the American Red Cross to help the wildfire situation going on in California. So that link's going to be in the description. It's going to be in the chat every once in a while. If you feel like donating, if you want to support, go straight to them. Feel free to do so. We appreciate it. They appreciate it. It's just a tragedy what's going on there.
But yeah, that's about it. Now, who's ready to play some Fortnite?
I think I'm ready. I haven't played in a while, but I think I'm ready.
Yay!
Hey, we've played with a mobile player and someone who hasn't played in a long time.
Wow, a mobile player. Have you guys won?
We won last time for the first time.
All right, well, let's keep the streak alive.
Yes, we need to. So, as is tradition around here, I'd like to open up our discussion by asking, what inspired you, Cole, to start pumping out your lovely content?
Okay, do you want the short version or a semi-thorough answer?
Your best version. Take your time.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll give my best version. So, about a year ago, well, let's first start off. I wanted to always become a basketball coach in college, and necessarily you don't have to be a head coach just to be a basketball coach. They have different they have 3 assistant coaches usually, and then a director of basketball operations. And I kind of wanted to do that with a career. It's something I've always been interested in, and I've been pretty passionate about. Now, I was a student manager for 1 year in college, and I loved everything about it. And going into my second year, so it was the summer of last year, I broke my arm. And I know this is going to sound really crazy, but I was watching a lot of TV for the first week after I broke my arm. And I had a complete experience where I wanted to change everything I was doing in life. So my main goal is I would like to work on a TV show or with another YouTuber, because obviously YouTubers are very popular now. It's like the mainstream media basically for youth. I mean, you can see numbers from other people and understand that that's the way the trend's going. And that's what I wanted to do with my life. So I thought starting a YouTube channel would be a good idea. And at first I started a college basketball channel, which everything's my channel. I haven't changed anything. I haven't started another channel. So I started out doing college basketball videos in August of 2017. And I didn't really take it as serious because I had no clue how to do YouTube channel. I wasn't experienced with it at all.
Everyone's been there, man.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
worry.
And it proves the point that if you work hard at it, you can really develop those skills, even though you might not think you can.
Amen.
It just takes time. And for anybody that wants to create a YouTube channel, that's exactly what I would say is it takes time. It really does, because I didn't hit 1,000 subscribers till almost a year after my channel, I started my channel, because I started doing college basketball videos and I didn't really see a lot of growth. So I started to change it up a little bit, and Then I switched into like more video essays and talking about sports situations. And
How long
now
did you
here-
start it ago? How long was the college basketball start, if I may ask?
no, that's fine. I started my college basketball channel in August of 2017, and
Okay.
then I switched full time in June of 2018, like to all sports.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So a lot of people know me for college basketball that are like around my channel, and it's hard because to keep up with every single sport is pretty difficult because it takes a lot of time to make the videos to begin with.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How'd you find that transition going from one singular sport to all of them?
Well, it was actually pretty smooth because I obviously watch a lot of sports, and I spent a lot of time learning how to edit back in like uh, March, May, April, those months. Because like after the NCAA tournament ended, I kind of said, okay, I want to switch up what I'm doing and try to focus on like all sports, but like have like KTO style videos where you talk about like a situation or a story. So that's what I started doing, and it was pretty easy to learn. I'm self-taught, like I use Final Cut Pro, and it's pretty simple to use if you watch like YouTube tutorials. So
Sorry to interrupt, but Rocktober, I'll remind me when Matt gets here. He'd be a great person to talk about that with, as he's more baseball equipped than Chris and Cole. So I think once he's here, he can contribute more. So if you wouldn't mind reminding me when Matt arrives, because he's a little late right now.
Sure.
yeah, so that's my YouTube journey. Hopefully, we can keep the train going and see where I end up in a couple of years.
Hey, we hope so too. You make great content. Like I know I said that earlier, and you guys are gonna think it's like just me pandering to the guests, but Cole's content is genuinely really good.
I appreciate that. I really
It's
do.
different than ours in that Cole's more innately serious than we are.
Yeah, but like the funny thing is like I love being stupid and like having fun, but for some reason I just cannot translate that in a video. I don't know what it is.
Hey, you
Like,
were
you
able
guys-
to when you hopped on our channel as a guest over the summer. You made a great video about Duke basketball.
Yeah, and then I also talked about like ESPN commentators and stuff like that.
Yes, that was
Like,
that was a great one.
I had fun doing those. I just didn't feel like myself though. So I don't know. I like doing what I do, but if people want me to be funnier, I would love to be funnier. So
Yeah, all that way you're the audience that you've built yourself wants.
yeah. Some random person in the chat named Brent Wethington called me unbelievably stupid, so he's probably telling the truth. So I don't know who that is, but
So basically, Cole, I want to also address, you made 2 recent videos that were very well done. One was talking about basically both of them were about the downfall of 2 AFC West franchises.
yeah.
So would you care to explain the John Gruden and Broncos just in a short amount where we can kind of transition that into talking about what's going on with John Gruden, because he's ripe for discussion right now.
Absolutely. I mean, if there's anybody that's more polarizing, it's John Gruden. I was going to say that the Broncos were actually just beating the Chargers. I haven't checked the score recently.
Neither have I.
So, but I will say that John Gruden, it seemed like he thought that everything was going to work out pretty well when he got there. And I mean, I believed in the hype as well. And it just seems like the players never meshed well with what he was going with. Derek Carr has regressed extremely. And I like Derek Carr. I thought he was going to be a franchise quarterback, and I really thought highly of him. But he just, I don't know, he just hasn't been the same.
Chris, I got a turret.
Sweet. I got one too.
Oh, we're set.
And then like obviously he has the long-term contract. I mean, they're going to ride it out. They really need, because next year their stadium deal ends. So it's going to be interesting to see if they
people
move
forget
to,
that they're about to bail on Oakland.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why they're such a mess.
Like this is the final impression that Oakland Raiders fans are going to have of their team.
Yeah, it is pretty disappointing, but I mean, it's just how sports work. I mean, not
see,
everybody can be competitive.
I can't decide whether I think Gruden has a plan or not, because I would have labeled it as tanking until he had the comments about not finding good pass rushers coming easy.
Yeah.
Like when you basically traded the best one, and you're going to complain that they're not easy to come by. It's
True,
kind
but I mean, I never really take what coaches say into context when they talk to the media. Like, easily something could slip that you weren't even thinking straight. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, obviously, it was dumb of him to say that, but
No, but you got to think about it too. He was a TV guy, so he also knew that like what
sure,
he knew about trying to like know what you're talking about.
exactly. I mean, that's why it's hard to not make fun of him because you are right about that. I mean, that definitely applies.
When he took over, did he make any significant moves for the Raiders?
I'm sorry you cut out, Chris.
Did he make any when Gruden took over? Did he make any like significant changes or moves, or did he just take over the spot? I'm not too familiar with what happened with him, but
Oh, he traded away like half the team's good players. I felt like
Yeah.
what he did was he traded away Khalil Mack, who's like, if you're unfamiliar,
Yeah, no.
like the top pass rusher in football, and then he proceeded to say, "Hey, good pass rushers are hard to find." Which, like, you wouldn't have had that problem if you didn't trade yours, basically. Hello?
I just think that like
hello.
Derek Carr is the main reason why they're not very good.
There was just silence.
I
I
know.
cut out. I thought I like got kicked out of the call or something.
It's an unbelievable topic to talk about. It baffles people.
But the Broncos is a little less of a quote downfall because
Yeah, for sure.
even still, I know a lot of the Broncos fan people like Brandon Perna of That's Good Sports and TJ Carpenter. They rip Elway all the time for how he runs that team.
I couldn't agree more because he's really not that great at drafting players. Like he's had some hits, but he's also had some misses. And
Did he draft Tebow? Or
no, he did not.
Like, there's a gold scar back there,
back where?
right in the middle of Junk Junction.
Well, if you insist, I'll go take one.
I already have one.
Ooh, look at you being nice. All right, Cole, do you have one?
No, I don't.
You can have one if you want.
Thank you.
And then,
I don't know where it is, but
Mike, did you also pick up the shield that was over here?
Oh yeah,
Huh?
for anybody that watches the downfall videos on my channel, I never started those to do like a rip on a team. Basically, my point was I just wanted to talk about their success and then talk about why they're not as competitive. And for some, I mean, people take it differently because it's their team, and I understand that. But it's never really meant as like a rip on a team.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, coming from a like, and I'm a Packers fan, right? If you ever did a downfall of the Packers, I would not enjoy that title, but I would
Sure.
I would at least not instantly hate the video. But so that you're gonna get a lot of that. But I mean, that's kind of what you got to do. It is the truth, though.
Yeah, Cole is a very big truther in our world.
Because as you stated, you're actually not focusing on the negatives. You're focusing on what used to be more positive with the teams.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I don't think the Broncos are that far from being competitive. Like, I just think they need to make a coaching change and hire, like, an offensive coach. Like, I just don't understand this concept where teams keep hiring defensive coaches. I really don't. Because, like, Todd Bowles I like a lot, but the Jets are not competitive at all.
No, they're not. And Bowles has had, speaking as a Jet fan, Bowles has... Since 2016, they have like 13 or 10 wins or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't something very low. Like they went 10-6 the first year, with Fitzpatrick. Bowles has just had some, like the play calling isn't very good. At least if you want to try to argue with me on that, look at the results.
for sure.
The execution, they lose a lot of very winnable games, which I think is probably a preparation issue. They're such a that team very well could be like 10-6 with the talent on the roster, but there's something they don't optimize it. There's something wrong with that, with what's going on with the pieces.
Yeah, I agree, and I saw it with like the Cardinals this year with hiring of Steve Wilkes. Like again,
Oh
I
my!
have
There are
nothing against
12
them.
people left, and we didn't even notice.
Oh wow,
We're just chatting away, man.
we're just sitting here talking in Haunted Hills.
Yeah, and we've gotten very lucky with Circle.
we literally haven't had
Definitely.
to move.
Yeah, we've
Okay,
just been.
so
We
there's
should
a-
probably make sure we're ready when we get run up on by a full
Hey,
squad.
there's a rift over.
Hopefully, we don't get shot down
If-
from.
Yeah,
the
let's
ground.
take that.
We head back to
Chris.
Junction. We can rift on top of the castle here then.
I like that plan. So we're going to be in gunfight mode very soon, and when we're in gunfight mode, it's pretty likely that we're not going to talk about sports or take questions. But
Well, and then just to let you guys know, we will look at your questions. Just this is a time where we like to
Oh,
sit
I
down
see a
and
question
chat
right
with
now.
our
It
guests.
says- Somebody said, "Why is Jimmy Garoppolo not the quarterback of the future for the 49ers?" Because like I made a Jimmy Garoppolo video. I mean,
Let's
again,
take
like
this.
he got injured, so I mean, it just
do you see a squad we can call on?
I'm just gonna take.
I see an
Just gonna
airdrop
say-
that's right under the castle that I'm going to go for.
Just gonna take high ground here.
There's an airdrop right under the castle that I'm going for. And all the shit fell off the mountain. Also, sorry for my language. I'm not very. It's not very common that I say bad words,
oh,
children.
it flew over my head. But for the chat,
I'm getting shot at from the air.
I don't have long distance weapons, so it's hard for like I say we play a little conservative, and then kind of wait it out.
All right, there's a
just so we
squad.
can get the
east.
win.
I'm on the
Hit
ground.
one for 86. There's a squad right below us.
Oh, one of them sniped me.
Okay, I'll build up Team Mike.
That's gonna hurt.
I'm not up. I'm on the ground.
Oh, you're on the ground.
Yeah, they got me.
That was Chris.
I've made a mistake. I made a mistake. Are you able to get him?
It's all right.
Oh,
I
he's
always
dead.
play Fortnite pretty conservative, trying to get the win, because I'm not very good in gunfire.
Do you have any healing?
So-
Healing of any sorts?
Yeah, I do. Well, shield, but that's it.
All right, I really have to pee. I hope when I get back we've won.
Oh yeah. No pressure. Medkit? No medkit. Someone just flying in on us? Oh, hey Cole. What's going on, man?
Chris, I'm nervous. I'm not good at Fortnite, and I do not want to screw up a win.
That's okay.
Now we have to travel. I have a launch pad,
Oh, yeah. Put that right over here.
and there are balloons. Well, I feel like that's probably a bad idea. How do I place this?
Just put it.
Oh, there we go.
Here.
You tell me where to put it. You
Put it right
build
here.
and I'll
Put it right here.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
That might have been the quickest pee I've ever pulled off. The fact that you guys are still alive makes me happy.
Oh, that's how we roll, Mike.
So I'll
I'm not
relay
here to
some
lose.
chat questions I saw. A big one that I saw that I wanted to ask is who are our favorite NFL rookies right now?
Oh god. Okay.
I like the Broncos running backs, Philip Lindsay and Royce Freeman. Like, I like their two-headed monster they got going a little bit. But
Mahomes isn't a rookie, just so clear that up. If anyone wanted to say him.
What?
Because Mahomes is not a rookie, but this is his
people
first season playing.
West, Chris. And, like, they're building 294.
As a Jet fan, I gotta say Sam Darnold, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're on the ground. I see them.
Just a solo?
My gun fires so
Do
bad.
you want to use that portafort?
Yeah, good idea. I gotta build up to... I don't know how to use it, so do I just throw it?
You just throw it.
Where should I throw it?
No.
Right here?
No. Well, at you. Oh, get on the ground and throw it.
Like this?
Sure.
Jesus.
I'm such a noob. I'm sorry.
Oh, he just saved you. That's what he did.
It just scared me. That's it. That's all it was. It's below us?
Yeah, let's do this.
You have a trap? Oh, you put that turret down, Chris.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Good job, Chris.
He insta-died. Chris, if you have that turret, you might want to utilize that at some point.
We're probably facing... Oh, there's a kid up there. I saw him.
Alright, cool. We can move right to circle.
I feel like after this, if we can win, we should just try to... Oh, shoot. Guy on me, Chris. Guy on me, Chris. Oh, I got him. No, I didn't get him. I got sniped.
So you probably got him and then someone else got you.
Yeah, he's rotating. He's like, yeah, you see him, Chris.
Are you insta? Are you dead? Where are you?
He's down. Let me look. He's behind a wall by a pink. Yeah, you found him.
Let's see. Come on. All right, good. They're shooting. Okay, good. We're going to be able to get this.
The guy right to the right's gonna kill me.
Don't rush. Chris, kind of like guard yourself because I want to use some heals.
There's a guy right here.
Yeah, use the smalls first and then get the... Come on,
I'm coming,
Chris!
I'm coming.
Let's
Okay,
go, Chris.
I'm going back. Going back.
Use those pots, Chris.
All right, Chris. It's a 3v2 probably. I have no clue where they are.
You gotta move, Cole.
Oh shoot! Oh my god, I'm so bad.
Stuck?
No, darn it! Ah,
Oh, no, 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 no!
okay, I got one. Oh, he's behind. Oh, he's behind me, Chris. Oh, Chris!
Okay.
No!
No,
Oh,
Cole! Okay, it's a 1v1.
He's like one shot. He's one shot. You got him. Just get one shot on him.
Chris is one shot too.
You might as well heal
Okay.
then. Oh man.
Okay. 1 second, chat.
I ran
I'm
out
dead.
of ammo.
Oh,
No! I ran.
no! Oh my god!
Jeez. I ran out of ammo.
Chris is speechless.
What's 5 points saying? Sports are for losers, like salty, you know, whatever he says.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Chris just left, so that's why. He probably just like quit.
What? I just went back to the main screen.
So let's talk about Bryce Harper.
Somehow in the middle of that, all my ramps got flipped around, so I was a little frustrated.
So Bryce Harper team candidates are probably Dodgers, Yankees, maybe, and Cardinals.
See, I keep hearing White Sox and Phillies though.
Phillies, yeah, I forgot about Phillies. I have some unfortunate bad news. Matt needs a little bit more time. He's running very late. If he makes it, great. If not, we still have a great gang here. We can talk about.
We should answer questions because
We should, but if you popped in late, I just want to tell you all that we have a code where you can buy your own Nathan Peterman skin. You can put SRS Mike into the supported creator code, no additional costs. And we have a link in the description to raise money for the tragedy in California. With that said, let's get back to some more questions. But first, actually, I forgot, we got some requests for jerseys to wear, Chris. If you want to do that.
Sure.
We have Larry Fitzgerald and Drew Brees. You can take your pick what you want.
Drew Brees.
All right, I'll take Larry Fitz. So just a sec, we're going to equip those jerseys, then we're going to start. I need my Cardinals number 11. All right, Cardinals 11 and Saints 9 we're going to equip. Nice keyboard, Chris.
Nice.
It's me. Oh, keyboard. I thought you heard me typing. That's awkward.
So, a nice thing that we should probably discuss that Cole is equipped to talk about is this current batch of Duke basketball freshmen. What do you think of them, Cole?
Well, first off, if they all get drafted 1, 2, 3, that'd be insane. And they really are one of the best. It's one of the best recruiting classes we'll ever see. Like, I don't think that college basketball is going to go more into the direction of all the guys loading up just because of, or all the, like, a bunch of 5 stars loading up on one team because of, like, how the NBA is going and the G League. I don't think the G League is going to have that big of an effect, but on, like, college basketball.
So basically what Cole's saying, I'll translate. It's like if you put me, Cole, 5 points when he was on mobile, and Tree onto a Fortnite squad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just unfair. Right. You can take damage in here now?
I guess so.
Since when was that a thing?
Who's the best Duke player, though? Like, is it Zion
Williamson?
Or
Zion Williamson is the most freakish amateur athlete I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, when if his shot improves, his ceiling is like best player of the entire generation in the NBA. That's his ceiling right there.
That's everybody's ceiling.
No, but this guy, like, he's already drawing like Charles Barkley comps and like Stephen A.
He's drawn every comparison ever. Like,
he's not drawing a Muggsy Bogues comparison.
Well, he should be.
Yeah, that's personally my favorite comparison for him.
Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, him or Nate Robinson. I mean, it's close.
Height, size, quickness, all there.
Yeah.
Zion, the thing with him is that Stephen A. Claimed that the NBA players he's asked about Zion are already like, hey, we're not taking a charge from that guy. So grown men are afraid of this 18-year-old kid who's, let me put it, he's 6'7", 280 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Like, with speed, passing ability, he can finish, he can dunk, he's like one of the best dunkers you'll ever see. And he's got a capable jump shot, and he's shooting 82% from the field.
Yeah. But the thing is like, he is definitely like Ben Simmons, but ginormous.
But better than Ben Simmons, like, at this rate. Because Ben Simmons shoots 30% from the field. Doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't keep up with the NBA.
It's either... I'm thinking of Iverson's career 3 number. Not Ben Simmons. What am I... Why? Oh, because they're both Sixers, why I confused it. Yeah, fun fact, Allen Iverson was not a good shooter, statistically.
Huh.
He was quick, though.
Yeah,
He's a great defender.
Duke wins national championship. That's what... I mean, I think, like, Kansas is a little bit more balanced.
Than Duke?
Yeah. Because Kansas has, like, a lot of older players. That's the thing.
Duke murdered Kentucky.
Yeah, but Kentucky's roster really wasn't, like, it's not as good as people thought it would be. And
they were the number 2 recruiting class.
I know, but it always takes time for Calipari to develop his team. So you got to wait on Kentucky before, like, they're never as good at the beginning of the year as they are when.
Here's the real question, Cole and Chris, do you think we're looking at a team that can go undefeated? Period.
No, because the ACC is way too strong. Like, Virginia will slow them down one game, and like it will be like a 40-38 score because, I mean, obviously
Duke will still win by that score though. So I'm asking, can they go undefeated?
No, they're not. They're not going to go undefeated. Because, I mean, it is hard to say because like Gonzaga almost went undefeated.
UNLV was a game short of undefeated.
When's the last time, if ever, somebody
Yeah.
went undefeated in college basketball? Out of curiosity.
I don't think it's ever, including the national championship. I don't think it's ever happened.
No, it has. Indiana did it back in. I don't remember the year. It was one of
Like
those
what
Bobcat
decade?
years. The 70s, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Indiana in the 70s went undefeated, including the national championship?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because like they were talking about it a bunch back in like 2015.
I knew that UNLV was a game short.
Yeah. And then, honestly, here's what's funny is, well, I mean, they lost the national championship,
To
but
Duke.
Gonzaga made it to the national championship, but the only game they lost has been vacated because BYU had like some sanctions and they lost to BYU. So
They're technically undefeated now.
but they still lost to North Carolina. But they could have entered the national championship undefeated, which would have been further than what Kentucky did in 2015.
Yeah, but this Duke group, like they're killing teams.
Hey, there's fighting right up here, guys.
True.
Where? How far?
Right in this little town.
Oh yeah, I see the stink bombs.
Well, this
Cole
year's Duke
Cole's a
team beat
distance away.
Kentucky of 2015. I would say no.
I think they would.
I don't think they would. I think that Kentucky team should have won the championship. They literally played the worst team possible, which was Wisconsin. I mean, if they would have played Duke, they would have beat them. I just think that Wisconsin was so motivated from losing to them the previous year. That's why they won.
I only have a shotgun and a hunting rifle, Chris, so I'm gonna try to.
Man, just rifted.
Did you rift or he? Oh, I see. He's right here. I see where he went.
They split.
Yeah. One. Oh, he's actually still in the air, very far. I don't think I can hit him.
There's one close.
There's one by the lake that I'm gonna approach. Oh, I lost him. I'm kind of screwed. I'm gonna push back up. Oh, Cole got someone.
Thank you.
You got.
No problem.
So, transitioning from one dominant college sport to another, I want to pose the question to you guys: is Alabama unbeatable? I want everyone's input here.
I'm still trying to find out where this guy's trying to shoot me from.
Is Alabama unbeatable? Oh, I'm gonna find where this guy's shooting me.
Are they unbeatable? No, I don't think any team at the college level is an unbeatable team right now.
Well, I think the thing with them is they should have been losing at one point in the third to the Citadel.
Yeah, but you know their whole team overlooked them. They didn't even try. I mean, because
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
college,
but you're still
college football. I don't.
Hey, who picked up the Portafort, by the way?
me.
All right, we should take that and head to Shifty.
Okay, let's get together in this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant type
I
place.
hear a guy.
Or gas station, whatever it's called. Oh, there's a fight near? I'm
Yeah, there's a kid over here.
gonna push him.
Okay, go.
Oh, Chris snuck up from behind and got him.
It's our roll.
Shouldn't have pushed us.
But we should.
All right, do you wanna?
take that rift?
All right, let's get together.
Did anyone pick up that chug jug, by the way?
I did.
I didn't see one. Oh. So
You want it?
basically,
Yeah, when we
my
land, I'll
answer to
take
the
it, if that's right.
Bama question, I don't think they're unbeatable. I think the only team that can come close to beating them is Clemson. And even the inverse, I think Alabama's the only team that could beat Clemson. So that's going to be a crazy game.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what Michigan does versus Ohio State.
Ohio State's going to win.
Or
That's my prediction.
not.
I just don't. I feel like. I mean, when you say this is the year for like a team, obviously it's like pretty cliche, but I mean, I really think that
Cole, can you
Harbaugh's not going to let.
Can you
them
drop that
lose.
chug jug?
Yeah, I got you. You want it right now?
Sure.
There it is.
Yeah, but with Michigan, do you think if Michigan finishes with 1 or 2 losses, like including the playoff, is John Harbaugh going back to the NFL?
No.
'Cause I think you could make the argument that if you give him one of those coach slash GM jobs, he would take it.
I feel like the league's gonna trend more offensive coaches.
He's an offensive coach, isn't he?
Well, I mean, he was a quarterback, so it would make sense.
Yeah, because I was going to say he was an offensive.
Yeah.
He'd be the only quarterback to be a defensive coach. Oh, Vance Joseph did that.
Wasn't Vance a corner or a quarterback?
I thought, because it's one of the two, because I'm trying to think of off the clip from Sergio Dip. He said...
Well, he played at Colorado, I'm pretty sure.
He either said quarterback or cornerback in the NFL. I'm trying to... Which did he say? They said the way he pronounced it, it kind of sounded the same. So pardon me if I was totally wrong, but... Yeah, with
Sergio Dip, what a guy.
With Alabama, Chris made a great point. That the argument that Alabama would beat any NFL team is just wrong. Oh, you dropped. Oh, thank you.
In sports, it is one of the worst arguments to ever say. It doesn't make any sense. No matter how good your NCAA team is, you'd still be going against all the top caliber NCAA players on one team. It's just
the only way that Bama is losing to an NFL team and beating an NFL team is if they're playing one of those leather helmet teams from the 20s.
They're playing Rudy's Notre Dame team.
No, they're the only way they beat an NFL team is if they're playing one of those teams from the 40s that never passed.
Sure.
Like those kind of teams where linebackers were 160 pounds.
No, I agree. I mean, it's a whole new caliber of players. That's why it's tough for me. Back to the Zion thing, you and Mike had a personal conversation the other day about Zion, and I just don't. I would be more confident. I'm not saying he's going to be, but I'd be more confident saying that Zion would be a bust in the NBA than saying he's going to be a spectacular player, just because it's a whole different game.
Yeah,
that's just. I disagree because he's college basketball translates the best to the NBA in terms of talent.
Sure.
Hey, look at what all these guys did out of high school. Kobe, LeBron. They were great high school players who became great NBA players.
Kevin Garnett, keep going. Who else you got? But
Kevin Garnett. Didn't Dwight Howard come out of high school too?
I don't know, but there's not. It's a very small pool to choose from. But there's just so often you get these players that are spectacular in college or even coming out of Europe, and they're just not transitioning that great to the NBA. Again, I hope he's great. He's a great player, but it's so easy to say he's going to be awesome when there's nothing to say he's going to be, because the NBA is such a different pool. That's just my own opinion.
I think, but it's still the closest in the game. The game is the most similar from college to the pros in basketball versus because still college football. None of these teams are running the wishbone offense all the time.
Wing tee coming up. No, I understand. I'm just saying I would be more confident saying it because I probably have a better likelihood of being correct.
But you're making me wonder. Joke of imagine if NFL teams ran the Army or Navy offenses.
Hugh Jackson.
I mean, they used to, yeah.
I mean, in 2018, full time.
Isn't that what Hugh Jackson was doing with the... I'm kidding.
Because the 2018 NFL, which is a very quarterback-heavy league, you would never see that. Also, don't hit that tree. And just like that, we're Final 10 again, and no one noticed.
Okay, Mike, what's up, Dylan? Somebody keeps asking when you were born.
No comment.
All right.
I was born at a time in a place
in the modern era.
There was a sports game probably going on either by a professional college or kids playing in a park when I was born.
You guys just want to post up here?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into game mode for a sec, but yeah. Would have never guessed.
While we're in game mode, everyone flood the chat with questions. Don't forget to donate if you want to support the California wildfires. Link in the description. Post some questions. We'll get to them right after this, and also post the players you want to see us sport from our jerseys here.
Yes, Chris and I will be repping them. Cole unfortunately did not have the time to buy the NFL skin. We were
Or the
lucky
money.
enough. We were lucky enough to have the resources to make that happen. Because hey, Fortnite's important to us. We had to look the part.
Yeah. And,
You are right about that. It is. I wish I did have.
and I'd buy most skins anyway. You guys are going ham over here with your builds.
Do you want me to throw up
Oh, no, it's not me.
Porta Fortress?
There's people. You had a Porta Fortress this whole time? No, wait for it. Let's see the next circle goes.
I wanted to save it for when there was a fight. Oh, someone died?
Cool. Well, not cool.
And
It's horrible, but
so, speaking of Fortnite, and it came to my mind, what we're doing is basically like when Ninja would say he would take comments after the game. But basically, do you think that Ninja is like a bandwagon NFL fan now, or is he legit?
nah, I'd say he's probably always. I mean, he's from Michigan. I think he's always, even when he wasn't that like as big as he is now, because I used to watch him when he was first starting to grow. He was still a Lions fan, so I mean, I don't think so.
He was still. I didn't watch him like very early on, so I was unaware. I don't even really get to watch streamers that often now. I watch the only stream like I consistently watch is Dumpster Fire with Tree and FPV, but I'm so busy and I'm working on stuff for this channel and personal life that I just don't have as much time to watch streams as I did. Well, all right, was that you who
Yeah,
shot?
there's a team fight in Leaky, so it's
Let them fight.
Yeah, but I mean, if we can pick one off, why not?
Yeah, I don't really watch streams either. I just hate the constant.
All right, do you want to move into the circle and I'll put the
I hate
fortress?
streams, which is ironic that I'm on one. But that's why, like, if anybody would ever ask me to like do more live streams, I don't know.
Yeah, let's move a circle. They got a rocket launcher down there. Keep that in mind.
I hate talking sometimes.
All right, good call. I'll throw a fortress as soon as we get in there. So it's going to be us in a final. We haven't seen. We did see a team this game actually. So it's going to be like our first or second fight. Oh, it's a 3v2.
3-2.
Moonstone, thanks for the
3v2.
sub.
This got to make up for last.
Madden, Wesley, Ezra, Cutter, Moonstone, thanks for the recent subs, guys. Sorry if we missed those.
Okay. So I've got the fortress. You want me to throw it like now?
Just put it on top of this little mound right here.
Okay. One sec.
Right here.
I know. I'm the last one of this line. All right. 3, 2, 1.
How did it not land on me?
I don't have eyes on them either, which is kind of nerve-wracking to me.
They have eyes on us now.
Yeah, right.
Give me a close up the bottom.
I got it.
Okay. I got traps too.
I'm just trying to spot them without getting a shot.
Chris, do you have any traps? If you want to put those
I
on.
don't have any. I have 0 traps. Sorry.
Dude, people are fighting in the chat.
About what?
Over.
Oh, there they are.
I don't know. I just see them arguing, and I keep getting requests to like hide stuff. I'm very curious to what's going on. They keep complaining about somebody.
I'm gonna build a wall here. So you want to? Oh, Chris, you're approaching them.
I didn't mean to.
Do you see them?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna come down.
No, just stay where you are.
I'm right. I'm here now.
Wait, how'd you guys get down there? Do I just jump?
There's a bounce pad on the side.
Okay, hopefully they didn't hit it. Okay, they
No.
didn't. God, that could have been bad. I'm such a noob.
I only have. If you have AR ammo, Chris or Cole, that would be great. Chris, do you have any ammo?
Yeah, just hold on.
I'll just pepper them.
I dropped some.
Here, I'll build.
Great,
I'll
great,
build.
thanks. Perfect. Try to shoot them down. Shoot the bottom of their thing. One of them's in the water.
I hit one for 105.
Top or bottom?
Top. John Wick guy.
They jumped. They
Guy?
jumped.
I'm about to knock one. He's got shield though.
All right, let's push a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that would be great. Saw one on the ground, but I do not have eyes.
Storm's moving. Hopefully this cuts him off. Uh-oh.
Do you happen to see them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where,
They're in
behind
the
us?
storm.
I'm gonna sacrifice
You got it.
myself. All right. Yes.
Let's go. No kills, but
Dude, we should be 2-0.
There enough pressure, and they didn't know what was going on. So
I have no kills that game.
good job.
Yes. So it didn't take us have a big stream drought to get another win. I'm feeling like we're gonna do well today.
All right, I'll be the first to leave.
All right, that felt good, even though I didn't really contribute.
Well, they kind of killed themselves, so we didn't have to do much.
Yeah, they were just trapped in the storm the whole time.
Yeah, they were fine.
All right. Comments?
Yeah.
Overrated college football team. What you guys got?
UCF.
Yeah, no, I agree. When they don't play that many ranked teams, and that's how you test your talent. I mean, I respect what they do, but to say they should be in the playoff is pretty absurd.
No,
And to say they're national champions is even worse.
their bowl game is going to be very interesting. Like, I want to see them get matched up with like Ohio State or
Yeah.
a team like that. Like,
Yeah.
they would. Like, this is so. Just because I'm opening my mouth, UFC is going to upset them. UCF is going to upset them. But Ohio State would beat UCF by like 35 points. Come on, Temple scored like 40 points on them.
Yeah, and they almost lost to Memphis, I'm pretty sure.
And they almost lost to Temple. Did they have a fight with Cincinnati today, or was it just a runaway game?
I think it might. I don't know. I saw some highlights, but I don't know what happened. I know UCF won. Okay, so a lot of people.
We got a Jamarcus Russell jersey request that I'm going to take.
They want to talk about lacrosse. Does anybody know anything about lacrosse?
What about lacrosse?
Have you ever heard of the Pro Lacrosse League? Pretty sure that's what it's called.
I didn't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, here's something funny because my friends in the chat keep commenting, and this is interesting. I wanted to make a video about this, but I don't know much about lacrosse. But just listen to this because it's actually kind of insane. A lacrosse league, and what happened? Or the Premier Lacrosse League. I'm sorry, Tyler. And with the lacrosse league, they have like a couple teams, like the Columbus Machine or the Ohio Machine. I don't know all the teams' names. Anyway, have you ever heard of Paul Rabel? Because he's a really good lacrosse player. Like he's
No.
the LeBron James of lacrosse, basically.
The LeBron James of
or
lacrosse.
Michael Jordan. And with Paul Rabel, he started his own lacrosse league, and all of the teams all the players are joining his league. So they're taking away from the actual league they were all in. So like imagine if LeBron James started his own league and then all the NBA players joined the league instead of playing in the NBA. That is basically what's happened with.
Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah, that's what's happened with pro lacrosse.
So if you guys want Chris to change his
Or the MLL, Major League Lacrosse. That's what it's called.
if you guys want Chris to change his jersey, he's all for requests.
You gotta let me know. I'm just waiting. I was waiting for you to finish your statement there. And also to thank
Yes.
Christian for the new sub. Thank you.
My friend
No.
Tyler said that all the players get stock in the league as well.
Oh,
So, like,
really?
That's kind of neat.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, I'm down to see what happens because I mean it's happening. Like it's not like something that it could happen. It's happening.
It is happening.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
So, fun little topic that I came up with. So, I want to know. This is like I envision Chris making this video someday. But do we count Joey Chestnut as an athlete?
Ooh, hold on a second.
That's actually insane.
I just want to know why I was singled out to make that video.
Hey, because you've made the sports for fat people, and I think eating might have been on there.
But Joey Chestnut's not even fat.
He's not, which
Neither
is amazing.
Matt Stoney, is that his name?
Yeah, Matt Stoney's good too.
Yeah. And the
Chris-
funny fact about both of them, I think they both live in San Jose or are from San Jose.
Joey Chestnut, I'm so like he's gonna have some like heart disease, which is really sad. Or his cholesterol must be off the charts too.
Yo, call it what you want to call it. Those guys go through some crazy training to be able to eat that food.
Oh, for sure.
Like I've seen like specials on that stuff. That's just to expand their stomachs. Isn't.
And Chris, this is why you made sports for the. I thought it was sports for the athletically challenged, and I think eating might qualify. No offense, competitive eaters.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I could see that,
Right.
but I would. I don't know. You could. They are competing, but is it? What do you call it? Would you call it a game if it's not a sport? I don't know.
Gamer moment.
Have you heard from Matt any? What's he doing?
Last I heard, Matt is still going to be a little delayed. No timetable for him coming, but hey, we're happy here, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Matt, we have a question about one of his favorite teams that I'm not sure he knows what's going on with. What should the New York Giants be doing in terms of their rebuild, trying to compete? Like, if you're the New York Giants GM, what do you do to compete as soon as you can?
I don't know. I mean,
This question is for all three of us, so I'll go last just to be polite.
well, I don't know how to answer it because it's too.
It's a vague question. I mean,
It's a long process.
Basically, okay, so the question stated, what should the Giants do?
Well, I don't know because I don't know if Pat Shermer is a good head coach, and you got to wait till find a good quarterback. It's gonna be a couple more years for Giants fans. I mean, you got to wait a little bit.
You see that Odell
It
thinks
sucks,
they're going to 9-7 this year.
sorry, what was that?
Odell said they're going to go 9-7 this year. They just won today, so they're 3-7.
Oh, they're getting there.
They can do it. I mean, they got a 2-time Super Bowl champion quarterback, and
Yeah.
you got one of the best
Hey,
receivers.
the only reason he won that first Super Bowl is because a guy made the most improbable catch in this generation.
Literally, he was in a commercial today, and I my nephew's a huge Giants fan, and I just said, "How is that guy an NFL quarterback?" I mean, no offense. I mean, it's impressive that
He went number 1 in a draft.
just doesn't look like it.
He went number 1 in his draft, and he was a pretty capable QB for a while. But the Giants need to they need to respect his career. But the sad thing is, Ben McAdoo was kind of right about him, but he handled it poorly. They just need to do whatever the football equivalent of euthanizing is for him.
Hey, it's not nice.
I said football. I'm not saying they should literally put Eli Manning down. I'm saying they need to figure out a way to push him aside for the sake of the team.
No, I agree. I haven't had a chance to really look at his numbers this year. I mean, what are they as bad as people think they are, or is it more of a whole team thing?
Part of it, a lot of the problem is he's getting hit a lot.
and they spent a lot of money on the.
Even the Jets would probably manhandle that offensive line.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing about Darnold. I know the subjects were I was watching the Jets a couple times this year because I really like Sam Darnold. The guy has no time to throw the ball. It's unbelievable how bad their offense is.
Oh, their line is. I could talk about the Jets' problems all day.
Yeah, I really think Sam can be good. It's just he needs some weapons. Now, anyway, back to the Giants.
Sam is the most likely candidate to be the Pat Mahomes, Jared Goff type of next year because the Jets are gonna likely have a new coach, new coordinator. They have the most cap space in the league for free agency, so they're gonna get an offensive lineman, a receiver, maybe Le'Veon Bell. They're gonna have a top 10 draft pick. They'll get something with that. So the Jets are in position to be a 9 or 10 win team next year, especially with Darnold having a year under his belt. Because, like you said, Darnold has no time to do anything. They're the only run first team in the NFL. They don't optimize their receive. They don't really throw to Jermaine Kearse at all.
Robbie Anderson's been injured a little bit.
And Quincy Enunwa, who might be their best receiver of all, is always banged up too.
Yeah.
And the Jets too. The Jets are getting a bad rap this year because of their record, but hey, they're not really the team even what's crazy, is at 3 wins, they're playing better than they should. Because they're in most of their games. They should have won both Dolphin games. They really blew that Brown game.
Yeah. I mean, their defense is. I mean, they got players on defense. It's just
They've got an outstanding ceiling on their defense. Like Adams is something. Adams is for real.
Who do you think is more qualified to have a better record than they do now? The Jets or the Browns?
Oh, the Browns. The Browns should have like 8 wins.
Yeah, imagine if the Browns had a good coach. I mean,
No, but the Browns, if you give the Browns the first Steelers game, the Oakland game, and the
Saints.
yeah, and the
won.
Saint game, if you give them those 3 games, they have 3 wins now, correct?
Yeah.
They'd be like a 6-4 team.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, and they got Jarvis. I mean, Jarvis hasn't played. I don't think that well recently.
I
But-
just traded him from my fantasy team.
Yeah, so he probably hasn't been playing well, has he?
Maybe he's been playing better than his fantasy points suggest.
Well, I mean, he's a hard worker, and I mean, I was watching Hard Knocks, and I mean, that's a guy I respect a lot, and he's a leader, and I feel like, I mean, I can't wait to see who they hire. I mean, it's gonna be fascinating because if they hire somebody that's a good offensive mind, or, I mean, for some reason, the odds that Vegas had was like Sean McVay was the most likely candidate. I mean, that's so not gonna happen, but.
A good question I want to ask you, Cole. That we normally ask a lot of our guests, but for some reason we forgot to bring it up. What are your favorite teams in sports? For your case, we'll
Yeah,
go
I
pro
forgot about
and
that too.
college.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
In your case,
Well-
we'll go pro and
Hey,
college.
Mike, you want to have
The
back
reason
your
we
bias?
didn't ask.
Yeah, I just started running around.
The reason we hadn't asked yet is we were too busy getting wins.
True. So,
But-
what are your favorite teams, pro and college, in your case? Because you're a huge college guy too.
Yeah. So like my deal for anything is I'm from Dayton, Ohio, born and raised. And in Dayton we're about 50 minutes away from Cincinnati and about 60 minutes away from Columbus. So we're like right in the middle between both. And I should be a Bengals, Reds, Blue Jackets, Cavs fan. I have nothing against any of these teams, and Ohio State should be, but I don't like any of them. And when it first came to like picking a team, like I remember the first sporting event I really watched, this is not a lie, was the Super Bowl between the Patriots and Giants when the 16-0 Patriots were facing the Giants. And that was the first game I ever watching. And I don't know, I was just fascinated by the Patriots, and even when they like that's who I cheered for, even knowing everything going into the game. And I don't know, I was obsessed with Tom Brady. Like
So is the NFL.
Yikes.
I can't even explain it, but that's how I fell in love with them. And I never wanted to like the teams around me because I always liked being different. And so like I cheered for the Patriots. I'm a diehard Patriots fan, but I've really cooled off in the past like 2 years. Like I don't care who wins anything. I just watch enjoyment and seeing like different teams succeed.
Chris, do we have the approval of banning him from the channel because he's a Patriots fan?
But like that's
No.
not really who I am anymore.
I'm just joking.
I got
Like,
a riff to
once
go up here,
Belichick
by the
and
way.
Brady retires.
When you guys,
You ever-
I'll
we could
probably
use
when do you
that,
guys
uh,
want to, yeah, okay.
Where are you?
About this, oh, I'm not even close to you guys. Forget it. Keep moving.
Oh, I see you. I'm gonna come to you.
I was running the wrong way, Mike. I don't know why I got confused. So that's who I started liking for the NFL. Now, if somebody were to ask me today who my favorite NFL team is, I wouldn't have an answer. I wouldn't. I mean, like I really
your
like what
favorite
the
team
Rams
is
are
the
doing.
Pro Bowl team.
Yeah, well, honestly, I like what the Rams are doing a lot, so I have fun watching them.
Chris, I'm
But-
right outside your house.
Yep, come on,
No team
come on in
particular.
here.
The 3 teams in particular that I really like to watch are the San Jose Sharks, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Boston Celtics.
All right, no one,
Like,
no,
if you're
no one
gonna-
take the sniper. Mike, drop it.
If you're gonna ask me like who my favorite teams are that I watch frequently, it's those 3.
Do you think the Celtics are gonna win the East?
Can you repeat that again? Who are the teams?
Me?
What?
Who are the teams that you watch?
The Tampa Bay Lightning, the San Jose Sharks, and the Boston Celtics are like the 3 teams I keep up with the
All right,
most.
cool.
I'm not really a hockey guy, unfortunately. I would ask you some hockey questions. So if the chat has any hockey questions, I can relay to Cole.
Oh yeah,
I definitely will do that.
And hey,
Hockey.
hey, everyone in the chat, by the way. Sorry, feel like we're neglecting you. We're not meaning to.
Yes.
I always just like to say that.
But also the thing is, what was I gonna say? I asked. Cole, do you guys think I'm getting shot at from
You
east?
guys aren't.
I'm now a ghost, so I can't really. I don't know.
There's
what
a
to do.
ton of people near
We-
me. Oh, use the ghost
We
thing.
separated again. Sorry.
Is that how you guys are gonna get out?
Oh, I went down consuming the consumable. There's a Falcon skin coming after me.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
That's tough. It's all right. Now we can read questions.
Yeah, you guys are.
Will
Or
Erik
I can-
Karlsson do better in San Jose? That's a great question. I've been pretty disappointed. He just scored his first goal with the Sharks, and I hope he stays long term and gets more success.
Thank you for the sub.
Of course,
by the way.
he'll get better. I mean, it's Erik Karlsson. He's one of the best players in the NHL. Will Ovechkin win MVP? What do you guys, Mike, Chris? Do you guys watch hockey? I know Mike said he doesn't. Really.
I don't.
Kristen?
I don't.
Okay.
I've tried to get into it. A good question we got is: you want to talk about Gritty?
Hey, it's a brilliant marketing decision. I mean, like Gritty is all over the place, and I think last I checked, I mean, he has like 100,000 followers on Twitter, and it's a mascot.
Chris, just not to sound like I'm talking down to you, but you know what Gritty is,
Yeah,
correct?
I know who that is.
That weird-looking furry Flyers mascot.
Yep.
Gritty is they're kind of changing the game on how mascots work in the social media. Yeah, he uses Twitter all the time, correct? If we're gonna call Gritty a he,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk to Gritty like it's an entity.
Gritty is a concept.
Yeah. And how does this keep going under our noses that we're playing very well?
Oh, we're avoiding
Even though that-
everything.
We're just playing smart, yeah. We're definitely
We're
not,
normally not having this
killing
go
it.
down though.
Do you want me to just read a bunch of questions, Mike? 'Cause
I can.
Okay. Okay.
Question here is: who's currently the best player in the NFL?
Well, that's a blanket statement. Offense, defense,
I'd say Todd Gurley.
skill.
In general.
Yeah, I'd go with Todd Gurley as well.
I
I'm
mean,
going
he
with
just
Patrick Mahomes, honestly. Right now, Patrick Mahomes.
Todd Gurley tears it up every single game. It's
And Patrick
Stupid.
Mahomes doesn't?
well, Patrick Mahomes does, but
He did only threw 2 touchdowns once.
Only 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Nathan, that's 2/3 of Nathan Peterman right there.
did Peterman ever throw a touchdown?
He did throw 1 this year.
Good for him. At least he has that under his belt to say for the rest of his life.
At least he does, yes. But
Okay, so Drew Brees would be my MVP. So like, there's
Drew
that.
Brees is like second best quarter. I think Patrick Mahomes is having more of a impact this year. But Drew Brees is probably like, of course, Drew Brees is more established.
Yeah,
Chris, you see him there underneath you.
Chris, you might as well just keep jumping, man.
Or he's building it on top of you.
There you go, Chris. There you go, Chris.
They're double teaming Chris. Oh.
Okay, somebody said, what do you guys think about Andrew Luck? I think Andrew Luck is going to win MVP next year.
Andrew Luck is. Oh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I know. I think that they're going to be really good because they're going to have money to spend. Their offensive line's getting better. And Andrew Luck is amazing.
Andrew Luck is in a really bad situation because he's the only other quarterback who has Aaron Rodgers disease. And that, like, Chris, can you back me up here? Normally, when you have a great quarterback, your GM's mission is, okay, we need to surround this guy with all of the weapons, assets, resources he needs to succeed. And with the Packers, it's like, oh, we have Aaron Rodgers, we're fine, we're not gonna do anything else. They don't try to get him any pieces. Like, the most they've tried is when they got, like, Jimmy Graham.
Chris, did you say you're a Packers fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to include him on that.
Yeah, man, their front office, that is something else. They are the most conservative front office I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're too trusting in Ted, like their ability to just draft well and make that work. It wasn't until recent years where they started picking up free agents and
I think that's what hurts them
trades.
not having an owner.
No, for sure. I mean, you need to. I mean, you got to be able to make moves. I mean, granted, there's going to be some times where you really hit home runs with your draft picks, aka Aaron Rodgers, but it's
Devontae
yeah.
Adams.
I mean, there's tons of obviously they have a whole arsenal of them, but
Yeah.
they don't bring in people to support those players, right? You can't do it without doing it, and it's starting to show.
Yeah.
Like they used to be able to get by when Aaron Rodgers was absolutely in his prime. They could compete with mediocre teams around him. Now they're mediocre teams. Mike McCarthy's play calling is atrocious, and they're not making moves to change any of that. So it hurts, but that's gonna certainly not help the situation.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a request for what my jersey's gonna be, and we're over an hour in, so depending on the length of the next game, this may be last game, probably.
I'm not gonna get Matt in here.
Matt's an hour late, so we don't really. He probably has some real problem with his traffic or something. We'll probably if he's alive, we'll have him tweet or something. I don't know, because this is normally not like him. He's normally very,
punctual.
What's the word? Yes, that's the word. So Johnny Manziel jersey request. I'm taking that.
Nice.
I'm jumping all over that. 1 second. All right, Browns number 2, I believe.
Is LeBron the best player ever? Yes or no?
Not yet.
He's getting there.
I don't know.
We have we do have a request if you want to change your luck to a Michael Thomas. I don't know. Was there a luck request, or did you do that by choice?
We were just talking about it. Michael Thomas is what, 13, right?
Well, if you want to win,
Don't quote me.
if you want to balance out the Johnny Manziel, you got to be Andrew Luck.
It's all up to Chris at the end of the day.
All right, white Michael Thomas it is. And if he's not 13, I feel really bad about that, but I think he is.
I will Google that right now. Hold on.
He is. Yeah, he is.
With one finger, I'm reaching across to my computer right now. Michael Thomas Saints. Google Images. He wears 13.
Success.
Yep.
So for sports, I cheer for a lot of coaches, as dumb as that might sound, or as odd.
Who's your favorite coach of all time?
Okay, so this is tough because I have a Bill Belichick autograph.
Oh God.
In person. This wasn't I bought this. So I have a very special attachment to him.
What was he like when you met him in person?
He smiled. I have the photo.
Lies.
And no, I swear on everything, the man smiled at me. And
You're a liar.
But
Just kidding.
My boy Brad Stevens is probably number 1 on my list. Because I genuinely believe Brad Stevens, he couldn't have been the reincarnated version of John Wooden, but he's pretty close.
Do you think that the Celtics have to win the NFC East this year, or it's considered a failure? In the NFC East, the Eastern Conference. Why did I say NFC East?
I mean, to people on the outside, yes, but I mean, Danny Ainge is pretty conservative. He's not gonna. They have a long-term vision in Boston. It's not gonna.
I wouldn't say they're conservative.
They're not. Well, I know Danny Ainge is very aggressive, but I'm just saying that they're not going to freak out over something or look to make changes.
They did when they got Kyrie and Hayward.
Yeah, and the problem is that they're not playing very well right now. I think they're 9-7, which
in the NFL, that's a 6 seed.
Yeah, in the NFL, that's consistently the Chargers.
Okay, there's a team underneath. They're going to the little shed thing together. Oh, no, they're not. The second one is going. I'm right on top of the second guy, and he is He's an NFL skin. He's a Falcons guy that I'm gonna steal the gun from. No, he actually got the gun.
Oh, great.
It's a hell of an aid.
I don't have anything.
I'm running for my life right now.
Yeah. I'm currently running.
Got him.
Let's see what's down here.
This guy just.
Okay, somebody said. I know we're kind of struggle. Somebody said, would I rather have Brad Stevens or Giannis? And my answer to that would be Brad Stevens, 100% all day, every day. That was
God.
I witnessed that
just
from
go
you.
down.
And it's all up to Cole.
Yeah, I don't even have anything.
You're not even close to the fight. There's a bunch down, a bunch weak, and you have no weapons, so never mind.
Yeah.
Chris, do you have a favorite coach of all time?
John Wooden.
Excellent.
That's why I don't like that reference.
No, I love John Wooden. John Wooden is probably the best coach of all time.
In any sport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Wooden wasn't perfect, but he was a really good guy, and I mean everybody speaks highly of him.
Yeah, that's. I mean that.
I don't mean to be
That is
a
huge.
Debbie Downer here, but you can make that argument about a ton of coaches where...
Yeah, but a ton of coaches don't have like 10 straight national championships.
Fair.
And Walton and Kareem only counted for, I don't think it was even half. So,
but he has all that going for him. Resounded as a really nice guy. An all-around good guy, and he has ridiculous numbers to back it up. So.
Yeah, like the man only made he made I think $39,000 every year at UCLA when he was coaching there, and he lived in an apartment. Like he was never about himself. All he wanted to do was just learn and become like a better person, and that's why people speak so highly of him, and that's why there's countless books and the Pyramid of Success, stuff like that.
Okay, so
used to.
Unfortunately, because of time restraints, this will be our last game. We're very sorry that Matt couldn't make it. Just want one more reminder that you can get skins with the supported creator code SRS Mike for no additional fee. Just helps out the channel. And we have a donation link to support the relief efforts for the tragedy in California. We will also put some forward as well, so don't feel like we're just asking you to put money forward to a cause that we don't believe in. So, yeah, let's play one more game, and let's try to win to cap this off.
Sounds good.
So, thoughts on tanking is a question in the chat.
Gosh, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like, I understand it in the NFL because your draft pick's guaranteed. That's the only one like I can understand, but that's also one of those where
it's in baseball too. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Unless you're outside of the top 10 and you sign a certain player, you can lose the pick. But
I would say if there's something put in place that can literally calculate if someone's like proving that someone is tanking, you should be fined or stripped of your spot of doing it. Like it's.
How would you prove that?
Well, how would you? That's what I'm saying. If there was a way to do it, because you shouldn't be allowed to do it.
I feel like
thinking
players would admit it.
They
know.
Think in the NFL, right? You have, let's just pick a team. Let's say the Bills were to tank the rest of the season. Just picking a team, and you have all these fans that are paying X amount of dollars for your season tickets. They're making your money essentially, and you're just giving them a big FU for a whole season for coming to your games to lose on purpose. Like I mean, that's not right. You should be, fined, and that should be restricted somehow. I don't know how to do it, but that's my take on it.
I mean, it's been proven to work. Look at the Sixers. Look at the Astros.
It doesn't mean it's right.
It can work. I mean, it depends on how. I think it depends on how you're doing it. Like, I would, for example, I'll use my favorite team. If the Mets did it the right way, like the Marlins handled it totally wrong from a baseball perspective. Like, if the Mets handled it in a good way where I felt like, okay, this is actually a good long-term plan, I'd be comfortable with it. As long as because I would hold on to hope for a plan in the future, and that's not good. Chris is down.
Oh no.
And we lost Chris, so that's not very good.
Good luck, boys.
That's
All right, where did he kill you, Chris? I'll go avenge
It's
you.
right outside the. It's on that mountain straight ahead of you. Don't worry about it.
On that mountain.
well, this is probably being a quick game.
Hang a hot left. Big mountain.
Oh, the giant
Yep.
mountain over there. Oh, I see
Do you guys
someone
like
breaking.
the Marlins' new uniforms?
No,
Yeah, I hate them too. They look so awful.
I don't have any materials really. So, and that guy has a big gun.
Oh, great.
Oh, there's multiple people. And I'm getting offed right now. Oh, they're from different squads, so he's not. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm crawled over.
Yes. At least get
That's a
one.
dumb.
All right,
Oh
Cole.
gosh, they're coming. Where's the exit? Where's the exit?
Just the problem with the Marlins uniforms is it's not enough of the look they were going for. The alternate jerseys are pretty nice, but the home and away, like they tried for that Miami Vice Heat new uniform type
Yeah, they
look,
really did. That's a good
but
point.
they didn't have enough of that. Like the pink in that look that you're trying to make Miami Vice type was almost. It was close to non-existent, but minimal is the word I'll use. And all right, Cole, it's all up to you right now.
Do you want me to go down or?
No, let's. I want you to try to win this game.
Oh,
It's our
jeez.
final game. Go try win.
All right. Well, start taking questions because I want to talk. So
Yes. So,
you start reading.
unfortunately, Topaz, this is our final game right now. We do take requests for what NFL player to be before the start of a new game, and that's going to be Chris. Do you want to make that a tradition for every stream now?
Yeah, sure. 100%.
Yeah, let's do it. Like, I'm on board for taking requests. Or I will say with an asterisk, if there's something I'm really feeling, I'll override it and take the request and use the best request in the next game. But yeah, that'll be a thing from now on. See the uniforms Notre Dame. I heard about the thing with Notre Dame. They wore like pinstripe uniforms, right? Like because they were playing at Yankee Stadium. Anyone here know about that? Cole?
No, I didn't watch Notre Dame play yesterday. They
And
played
also-
Syracuse. They did play at Yankee Stadium,
Yes.
so that makes sense.
And also we got
Yeah, they had,
We
they
were-
had
it's funny how
pinstripes
we
on their
were-
shoulder pads, and their pants were pinstriped.
I think it's funny that I was just asked to talk about the Mets when the one stream that Matt couldn't make it because he could very well have contributed to that conversation. But I like what the Mets are doing right now. I have faith they'll do something that they'll need. But no team has really made any significant off-season moves yet, player-wise. So I can't really say that they really aren't doing anything from that perspective. But the hire of the new GM, all is the big thing. I like the DeGrom one, Cy Young. Matt was gonna go off on a video if he didn't.
I saw somebody say something about Syndergaard maybe being. I don't know.
Yeah, there's rumors that he might get that the Padres are interested, but in baseball that's a very loose thing. Like you'd say, oh, this team's interested in Mike Trout. Like the choice of words there is very key. What did you just do there?
I didn't know what that thing was. So I just threw it.
That's the attitude I walk into life with.
Yeah, it gets you places. I'll tell you that.
That's a good attitude.
I didn't know what it was, so I threw it.
Well, what else we got, Mike? I can't look at the chat. I'm trying to win.
You're focused up.
I'm trying to prolong the stream as long as I can.
Hey, you're just trying to buy yourself enough time to win this game.
We're gonna go out here
Yeah, the chat questions currently are a whole bunch of not sports related questions, so we're just ignoring them.
Well, that's boring.
Actually, they're pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, but
Oh, there's one dude right here.
Get a little closer, Cole.
No, go get him. Use the purple gun.
I said get a little closer. Oh, yeah, now's your chance.
I messed up.
He has no idea.
Oh, oh yeah, he definitely has no idea.
Yeah, finish him.
Good night.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
His teammates might have an idea.
Build.
I'm just gonna hide. Hurry and ask a question.
I don't think you could hide. They know where you are, man.
Nah, they don't know. They ain't gonna know.
When they find you, just
Oh,
throw
use that purple
grenade.
grenade right now. Just throw it right in front of you.
Nah.
No, not now.
Nah. I know what to do here.
Wow.
Yeah, and chat, let's try to keep it 2 sports-related questions. Let's
Yes.
be respectful to others, leave it to sports-related questions, have some fun, but that's about it.
Oh, do you hear that?
Is that the sound of impending death?
Nah, I ain't dying. This dude's
It was
totally
a
gonna run
chest
away.
being opened like right on top of him.
This dude's not gonna... I'm
Throw
dead.
that grenade!
Throw it on the ground, though.
Oh, he's getting shot at! He's getting shot at! Are you kidding me? No way. What
You
are
might
the
want to
odds?
make a break for it now.
On
Throw
Dude.
that grenade when he gets in here.
the ground, though, right in front of you.
Do I press the Y button to get rid of it, though? Because I want to repair that. Well, nah. I'll stay.
Repair that right now. Repair that right now.
Who's going to win the 2019 World Series?
I can't repair it. They're gonna
Can't really say until post free agency.
They have no idea you're there.
I know. I told you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I am not moving till they're gone.
God.
Because that dude was totally... He knew where I was, and they started shooting at him.
Are you gonna repair that brick
No,
floor?
because they'll hear it.
Good point.
This is too good. All right, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Alright, they're running away.
Who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and then who's going to win it?
Saints are making the Super Bowl, and they're winning it. I don't know against who.
Does it matter?
I want to.
They're so...
I want to say Saints Patriots.
Saints are too good.
Because I don't want the Patriots to be in at all. Sorry, Cole, but it's something's telling me that they're gonna pull out a postseason run.
Who are?
Patriots.
Wait, so you think they're going to go far, or?
I think they're gonna be the AFC champions.
Oh, yeah.
At
I'm fine
least.
with that.
I don't know. Saints Patriots. I don't. What's probably gonna happen is there'll be a Hail Mary at the end of the game with the Saints down 5, and Michael Thomas. Look who's alive.
I'm still baffled by this at the moment.
By what?
That Cole's still kicking.
Yeah, because that guy totally was going to get me.
Or just
And
don't
you're
say
still on
hi.
stream? And on the final shot, somebody said shoot.
Oh, hi, stream. I didn't even know you guys were still playing.
Oh, there's Matt.
Yeah, we're close to the end of the last game.
Yeah.
You
I
win
have to
anything?
rewatch everything.
We did. I'm not going to spoil anything because I want
Yeah,
you
you
to go
gotta
back and
rewatch
watch
You
it.
just said you won.
I didn't say. I didn't say anything.
We won.
We won one.
Why did you spoil it for?
I failed the clutch at the first game.
I failed the clutch because I was 1 ammo in my shotgun away from killing him. I ran
Don't
out.
tell him how we lost the first game. I want him to see that when he goes. I want him because Matt, you're gonna go back and watch this episode, right?
Mm-hmm. Right after it's done.
I want you to see how the first game ended.
I got you.
Was Matt, you got any questions for me?
Oh, how are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I couldn't be better.
Good. That's
Yeah.
good to hear.
You doing good, Matt? I'm glad you're
I'm eating some fudge, so I'm pretty happy.
Perfect.
Matt, when you
Oh,
rewatch the stream, you should see this 200 IQ play that Cole just pulled off.
Wait, what? You lagged so bad. I couldn't hear you.
You should see the 200 IQ play that Cole just pulled off to still be alive right now in this game.
Oh boy. Okay.
Again,
200 IQ. I'm thinking it's like 750 IQ.
Good fudge. I want to see this now.
So
Why is your
this
need to eat one?
I ain't getting into that.
Oh boy.
If you see the stream right now, Cole is right now by himself in the final 21 with 2 kills.
This is like the last game or something?
This is the last game.
Oh. You have to clutch now.
Because we're
The only reason
running
I was
in.
trying to clutch because I wanted to read questions.
I was because we're running in an hour 25, and Sunday Night
Jeez.
Football is going to start. So the viewers probably going to want to watch that.
You right.
And Yeah, so, and plus, we don't know how long Cole's gonna hide and live. So rather than go on for 2 really long games, we're just trying to have. We came in, we were gonna be like, hey, let's just play for a win right now.
Wait,
and then Chris and I got killed.
Mike.
What?
The fans are asking me to talk about stuff.
Yeah. You.
Okay, then do it.
Okay.
Well, what are you asking me for?
Because you were talking. I don't know.
That's all the
Okay.
time. You just gotta talk over Mike.
Oh, okay. Matt talk baseball. Okay. Ready? I don't know. The season's over, so yeah.
Oh my god.
Can they see me in the?
Wait, Matt, what do you think of
are you breaking the
MLB
corn?
MVPs?
I'm in it.
I was rooting for Trout, but Betts deserved it. And Yelich, oh yeah, but DeGrom should have won it. That's all I'm saying.
DeGrom got a vote. That's
Jacob
more
DeGrom.
than I would have asked for.
Jacob DeGrom got more votes for MVP than Nolan Arenado, so that's pretty cool.
And Baez.
And Javier Baez. If you would have told me
And-
that in spring training, that'd be pretty cool.
And Reyes.
Well, shut up. Yeah, him too, though. Mm-hmm. Hey, chat, what's going on?
Reyes is one of my favorite baseball players of all time, but the fact that he was in June hitting 150, I think he'll be the first to say was a bit of a weak point.
You don't say. Good stream.
Yeah, it was a good stream.
Cool.
Yes, it's not over yet. Well, hopefully Cole can. We died when there were 64 people left, and we're down to 15, and Cole is still alive. So the dream is alive.
With a kill.
Still making me dizzy.
With a kill.
I should have played for mobile at work.
Yeah.
I should have did that.
Ooh, will Pete Rose ever go into the Hall of Fame?
I hope so. That man deserves it. That's the biggest highway robbery in sports.
Yeah, he's not really a model citizen though.
Oh, I gotta make a video on that.
Is that the qualifications? Beanie?
No,
Let's
I'm
do
just
the-
joking
let's do
because he said deserving.
All right, Mike. What are the Mets gonna do this offseason?
Get a
We got,
bullpen guy.
Get a bullpen guy.
And
Ryan
that's-
Madsen, because budget cuts. They're gonna get.
I really just focus on bullpen and maybe like a
Outfield.
right-handed bench bat.
Oh, there's the guy right by you.
They need a lot more than that.
Don't engage, Cole. Don't engage.
I don't know if anybody's there. I just heard. What'd you say, Chris?
I think there's a guy that just is by you right now.
I know. That's why I'm not moving.
There he is. He's behind you. He's right in there. He's right in front of you.
I don't know how to shoot him.
Oh, my gameplay's
Go.
delayed.
Grab those clingers and just throw him up there. He's in that building.
Throw the shockwave as soon as you see him.
He's on the roof right now.
He's still a ghost.
I was gonna ask if Cole was good at this game, but I said
Oh, killed by a ghost. I mean, what can I do? This is all new to me.
No.
I've never seen a ghost before.
Oh, the game ended by the basketball skin. How poetic.
How poetic.
He's on the
Oh,
thumbnail.
well.
too.
That's something.
Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. This was really fun. Cole, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks,
Oh,
Cole.
yeah.
Glad to play with you, buddy.
Matt,
That's
thank you
not
for
good.
coming out for the last 5 to
I
10
was the real guest. I was the real guest.
Yeah, because you showed up
Yeah.
after the established people were here.
Hey,
Exactly.
5 points made
someone
it
else.
in.
That was
Barely.
What's up? 5 points.
Yeah.
FPV is the goat.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate that you came out. Now, well, we're going to try our best to get this again soon. Go subscribe to Cole. Go follow him on Twitter. Go follow our Twitters in the description. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys.
That's it. Thanks for coming. Chad, thanks for being you. And thanks for supporting the channel. And Cole, thanks for being on.
Of course. Thanks for having me. It was fun. Sorry that we didn't get 2 dubs, but one's good enough, right?
Did win.
Yeah, it's good. 2 out of 6. All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night.